Hey everyone, welcome to Crossroad Conversations with the Lewis Brothers, where we aim to share real stories about running a successful family business, working through adversity, and pouring back into the community that keeps our door open. We're your hosts, Matt, Shelby, and Taylor, and we bring you relevant local business advice and automotive insights that are sure to change the way you look at running a business, and maybe even throw in a plug for you to do business with us.
Hey, Facebook community, the Lewis Brothers are back with another live
Back in
podcast.
action, Ultimate Challenge.
You
Let's
know what
go.
it is. It's Ultimate Challenge times. It's week 2. We're starting week 2 here.
Yep.
We brought you the live and craziness, which I don't think you expected anything less from us if you've ever been around us and seen the type of atmosphere.
All we know.
We're back this week. Check out this cowboy hat I got.
Check. How's the audio?
I can see that you went safety this week.
Safety
DOT
first.
approved.
Safety fourth.
What is it?
And you got the money hat going on. So hopefully you guys like the entertainment we're bringing and the culture. But Taylor, it's time to go to a scoreboard update because I know a lot of people have
People
been
want to
following
know,
us.
600 vehicles must be sold.
Yep. So we are into the month. We are past the first week.
Okay.
We've started to get the ball rolling, and I think we've absolutely crushed that. We have the momentum flying.
I'd say so.
So huge weekend to really kick it off and get it going. But we just passed the 180 vehicles sold across the road to families, 183 as of right now.
I can tell you this for everybody out there that likes stats, and I
Okay.
do. So you're saying 183 is 600.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you this. As of this morning, as far as selling days, and that's how we look at our business,
Okay.
we're 26.92% of the way into the month.
Into the month.
So right over a quarter.
Okay.
Let's be easy there. Right
Yes.
over a quarter. A quarter would have been 150.
Okay.
150 plus 150 plus
like
150
that.
is
Very
150.
good math.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's 600.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're above it, 183. So you're telling me that 183 people have come in here, retail, one customer at a time, and gotten the deal of their lifetime.
Had the most fun. A lot of them had come in, and I really saw it on a Friday and Saturday uptick that I heard your commercials, but I didn't really think it could be done. I didn't think I could be helped. I didn't think we could get the payment where it needed to be that made sense for me and my family.
Sure.
But 183 times we've had more fun than we thought we could.
Hey, I'm gonna call you out because this kind of got put to the test. Shelby, last week you told them about, you said up to $4,000 over book value on
Okay.
trades, didn't you? Okay, that's factual, it's recorded. So we had a customer yesterday, a couple from Farmington. They came in with their trade-in. They had done all the research, 20 hours on the internet.
Yeah.
Okay, they had their book value on their vehicle was $3,500. $3,500.
Okay.
Do you know how much they got for it?
How
Real deal
much?
factual? $8,000.
Okay,
Oh my
can I hold the hype for a second? That was pretty good. Hold the applause.
Okay.
That was 100% more. So we're not talking about a $40,000 or $50,000 car. We took your gold bar and
Okay.
said now it is double in value.
From 3,500 to 8,000.
Yeah, that's even more than double, right? But
That's big.
so, Ultimate Challenge, I can assure you, there's already been over 65 trade-ins that have all qualified, 65 that have qualified for that plus $4,000.
Now the other thing, because some of you car dogs out there are going to be like, well, you just made it up on the price of your vehicle. Let me rewind the tape. These customers said the reason we're here is because of the phenomenal price that you have on your pre-owned vehicle. And whether I trade mine or not, I still want to buy yours because your price is so good. In fact, we shopped all the way down to Dallas and up to Kansas City, and nobody has one with like miles within thousands of years.
So they were already getting an amazing deal within 1,000 miles, couldn't match the price, plus they got the Lewis guarantee
Yep.
of what we said the average cost was a $3,200
That's
warranty.
right.
And then we gave $4,000 over market value.
That's real deal. We didn't
Ultimate
pay
challenge.
anybody to say that. Happens in real time. That's how we get to 600. We get to 600 by transparency, ridiculously aggressive pricing on the vehicles we're selling, crazy amounts for the trades, and then really low interest rates at close to 0% or payments, not for 90 days. Not for 90 days. And that makes a big difference. And remind them one more time if they're just tuning in, we needed to be at 150.
Yep.
And we're where?
As of right now, 183 sold. So we are
Keeps
absolutely putting it together. And let me tell you this, because obviously if we need to be at 150, we don't hit our goal and then just stop of
No,
weekly where we're
sir.
supposed to be. Everyone that shows up, we're having the most fun. We're putting a deal together that makes the absolute most sense to you.
I would agree with that. Now, last week, Shelby, I know you're itching to tell them about what all was going on this week, but last week, you came out of the chute hard with all the activities.
The activities and the activations were high.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't plan on slowing down by any means. And
No.
I need you to know this, that, kids play sports, right? And a lot
do.
of things are dependent on things that we can't control, like weather.
Sure.
Well, whether or not that happens, we're going to be here and the events are going to happen. So we had two humongous inflatable
Big.
bounce activities planned for Saturday. And
That's
the
right.
forecast going into that Thursday,
How'd it look?
Friday, I would say 75 and sunny because I don't look at it, but if you did look at it, it would say 100% chance of rain. And so I said, our marketing team said, hey, what do you want to do here? This is kind of expensive. Do you want to scratch? I said, absolutely not. Make sure that it's smaller than 65 feet by 40 feet. And they're like, okay, yeah, you're good. And I said, we're going to put it in the showroom. So we had a mechanical
It
bull
was full blown in the
and an
showroom.
elastic obstacle
Well, no,
course
we need to
racing
talk about
track.
this a little bit because you and I just run and gun and we don't look at the weather. Okay?
Yep.
Like we're full-fledged. Now, our brother over here to the left, he was kind of planning it out and marketing. We're like, no, it's good, it's good.
Now, I'm going to be real honest. They came to me because they knew y'all were in high gear and you weren't going to slow down.
But we made it happen.
That's right.
Showed up. We had food trucks. We had the atomic dog here. We had the inflatable mechanical bull.
I was on the bull.
We were at the bowl. Taylor rolled through the bowl. Then we had the obstacle course going on. So that was last week. That's old news.
Now, that was just Saturday. And then, again, I got to give a shout out to our team here, really not for us, but our team. We were having all that fun. They're like, do y'all really ever sell any cars when you're just messing around? Saturday, it was 40 degrees out, 30-mile-an-hour wind, sleeting or raining or something like that. Did we sell any cars?
46 people showed up on Saturday and
46
left
different
with
sets
an
of
ultimate
customers.
challenge car deal.
The thing I love is walking back through the showrooms and seeing them in delivery and a grin ear to ear. Because that shows me that they did not only got a great deal, they're so happy and so excited. And it's not a look on their face of like, golly, I'm just having to get this done because I need to replace my car.
And they're not just smiling because you look like little Jimmy Dickens. They're just fired up about the ultimate challenge deal that they just got, right?
I like my hat though.
They are.
Yeah, I'll let you borrow it. All right, so this week, let's
Let's talk
talk
about
about
this week.
activations. All right, so yesterday we kicked it off with Dodo Coffee.
Gotta love me some good coffee.
I love some good coffee. Today we've got the El Jefe food truck. Every Tuesday, Taco Tuesday,
Okay.
mixing it up with multiple different. We got the live podcast now. You're on it. You're seeing it. Tomorrow launches again our $50 off oil changes. Come one, come all. It doesn't have to be a Ford or a Ram or Jeep or a Chrysler or a Plymouth. Anything. $50 off oil changes across the board. Gas, diesel, specialty vehicle, EVs, $50 off your oil change. Come
Yeah.
on in. We'll change your blanket
Get a
fluid
free alignment.
and get your tires checked out. Thursday rolls into our free alignment check. You roll in, we check that thing out, and we tell you, hey, here's what you need to do in order to get your tires to last longer, to keep your steering wheel straight, and just the overall value of your vehicle goes up. Friday, we roll into heavy activation.
Yes, we do.
Starting off 7 a.m. with Dodo Coffee on site. Then we roll into Cancun Friday, where
Okay.
people dress up even more of an island style.
Yep.
From parts to service to sales to the office, and we highly encourage our customers to show up in island wear, and there will be a guaranteed additional discount if you show up with festive island wear.
I guarantee we'll find them something.
I had a guy go home
And dress back up?
and
No,
dressed
he
back
didn't.
up and came back in the gear, had the most fun, got additional money for his trade.
I
'cause
don't
he
know
put the
how
gear
we're
on.
finding any more money to give, but we're going to
don't
find
know
it
either.
and give it away. So we're not done on Friday yet.
Okay.
Cazzoli's food truck will be set up here.
Yep.
And then backed by popular demand. I've had to learn to book these in almost a year in advance.
What'd you pull back out of
Wood
the closet?
Brothers Racing, number 21,
These big deal.
Motorcraft Racing,
Yes.
Woods Brother Racing,
Okay.
NASCAR Cup Series Challenge, Sprint Series. I've said all that I can.
Yeah, I don't know that all those go together, but it's okay.
NASCAR will be here.
Yeah.
From 10
In
a.m. to
person.
4 p.m., a live operational car that you can hear start up,
Race
cycle
car.
through its systems. It's pretty bad to the bone.
So what time's that on Friday?
That starts at 10 a.m. And while you're here at 10, get you a coffee.
Okay.
Hold over to 11, get you Cazzoli's
Okay.
food truck, and we'll be rolling heavily into Cancun Friday to kick off a big weekend.
Oh,
and
that's
if you
awesome.
weren't fully booked
I got to work all day Friday. Can I come in Saturday?
Saturday, we're going to be good as well. So Saturday is going to kick us off, and we've got our Saturday show and go live meeting. You can follow us on Facebook, pick out which vehicle you want us to get VIP ready for you, and then we're going to roll into, you're going to hear it on the radio on your way in, our live radio remotes across all stations, giving our latest deals and discounts, just like you're doing right now. The race car will be back from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay.
Then we're going to have free Rudy's breakfast.
Excuse me?
Free Rudy's breakfast burritos, tacos, all that stuff. Taylor approves. They'll be here from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. They'll have their food truck here and show up and feed your family.
Breakfast tacos from Rudy's.
Breakfast tacos with a little picante, a little
Talk
hot
about a little
sauce.
brisket, you know, the jalapeno.
You eat brisket for breakfast?
Brisket tacos.
Okay,
You know,
all right.
high protein.
Yes.
It's got
The
protein
race
numbers
car,
right
and then
here.
we got, that didn't fill you up, the Atomic Dog will be back grilling bratwursts. He's got some of the
Those
best
things are
hot dogs.
award-winning.
He's got gourmet. I mean, I never even knew all the combos for a hot dog.
And then, if you're wondering if that wasn't enough to do, the Game On Gaming trailer will be here on site. It's a full-blown, built-out,
Okay.
enclosed trailer
All right.
with something like 5 or 6 different gaming systems, headsets, the TVs, the VR, racing simulators on site,
Uh-huh.
going full all out.
Okay, that's a lot, but I think if we try to land the plane on this, is that every single day during Ultimate Challenge,
Something.
we've got a great culture, fun going on. If you want to just bring the kids by and check it out, we've got great food trucks. We've got specials going on every day. So don't forget tomorrow, $50 off those oil changes for gas, diesel, trucks, SUV, and at all locations. We're here in Fayetteville, but don't forget about up in Springdale as well. They've got those $50 off oil changes. And then back on Thursdays for parts and service. Free alignment check. I will just say this, when you come out of wintertime, and we had a little bit longer of that snow and ice where the road was uneven, there's no better time than to make sure that your car is ready to go and your tires last the longest.
Maybe bumped a curb,
Could have,
hit
I
a snowpile a
have.
little too hard.
Come see if your car's in alignment. And it doesn't matter the
free.
make or model. If you got a Honda, you got a Toyota, or
Bring
you
her
got a
down.
Kia, bring it through, roll it through there, and then we'll work on that complimentary car wash as
Bring
well.
it down.
Absolutely. We would love to see that.
Hey,
Love to
what's
see
this?
that for sure.
That's what we just rolled out of.
Man, so we just went up to the Business Journal Outstanding Business Awards of Northwest Arkansas. And I just, you guys know, we get wound up.
Yeah,
we
we
do.
do.
And we're really proud of our business.
Yeah.
We are, and where it's grown and
Remind
everything
them
we've been
again,
blessed
since
with.
1946.
Since 1946.
Someone questioned me this at church, and so I want to point it out. Someone
Okay,
said,
tell 'em.
hey, did I hear you the other day claiming fourth generation? And it's funny because my kids are standing next to me. And I was like, yeah. He's like, you're already claiming the kids? I said, no, I don't pay them anything. They're free labor. I said, no, we're fourth generation.
Well, let's help them count it.
Great-grandfather Buck.
Okay.
Then Tom and Herb were their sons.
Okay,
and
that's
then
two.
Tim, Tommy, and Andy.
That's number 3.
And then me, you, and Dupree.
Okay. So that's fourth
That's fourth
generation.
generation.
Okay.
Yes.
And so we do get wound up, and there's a lot of pride in our business.
There it is. So up in, we just came from the awards banquet with Outstanding Business Awards, and they only gave one for each category.
Yeah.
Small business, medium business, nonprofit, startup, and then large business. I was pretty humbled
Yeah.
that we were in the large business category.
So tell them who was in there and how many employees they
So
had.
the large, oh, you like this paper I got here?
Yeah.
The
They can't
large
see
business category, and really people over 200 employees, Black Hills Energy,
Since 1883 or something, 143 years.
a total of 2,700 employees.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Chandler Capital Group, which you know from like Backwoods Bumper, Starwood Customs.
Yeah.
Harps Foods. That's
How many
largest.
people they got?
Employee-owned company in Arkansas.
6,900.
Okay.
6,900. Okay. Lindsay and Associates.
Uh-huh. You know
Solid
them.
real estate company. Okay. And then Lewis Automotive Group.
We were in it.
And what I was really just sitting there as we were listening to all the speakers talk and thinking about, we still have in our mind that we're a small business. And I think it's because that's how we operate, that's how we treat our employees, and that's the service that we give to our customers too. A small business, small town, yet the capability and leverage of a large business. And it's a pretty cool position to be in.
Yeah.
It really is. So, we were humbled to just be a part of that.
Yeah, 4 finalists in there.
Yeah, I got there and y'all told me about this. Hey, we need to be involved. We got there and then I started looking like we were at, and I was like, why are we here? I mean,
This is a big deal.
yeah, this is a big deal.
There was
There's a lot
another
of people
automotive
there.
people there.
And honestly, you're sitting there, I'm like, yeah, it's great recognition. We're not, I mean, we really pour our heart and soul into the community, into our business, everything else, but I said, no, we're not going to win.
But even if we were finalists, Shelby, you just said it, we were the only automotive group of
Yep.
all of them.
Northwest Arkansas
Northwest
Outstanding
Arkansas.
Business Awards.
And the winner of the large category for 2026 goes to Lewis Automotive Group.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what I love about
That's
that,
pretty fun.
the most important
Here,
part about
hold
that,
it while
'cause
you're talking.
I'm not going to take this home and make a belt buckle or put it on my mantle of awards. This is so much fun to be able to have this and have this, to be able to say, we are able to have this for our employees. To say,
Absolutely.
hey, I work for the largest, most highest awarded, just awarded Outstanding Business Award in Northwest Arkansas. I love that, to be able to say, hey, there's another thing that we are accredited for. By we, I mean the employee, to say, we just won another award, and it is we. And so that's what I love the most about it.
I do too. We've been very fortunate and blessed that we've won a handful of awards about best place to service your car, to buy a new car, buy a used car for multiple years running. But this one encompassed everything of like best place to work, best place to do business, best sustainable business, and then the best one that gives back and pours back into the community. And that encompassed all of us. It's really a proud moment. And as we told people there, what we were most proud of is we went from a small business with 5 or 6 employees, and now we're at 270. And what we're most excited about is not the monetary part of the 270, it's that 270 people were responsible to provide a great culture and a great atmosphere for them to come make a living and provide for their family. And then also, you guys said this, but then we get to give back to the community at even a larger level.
Yep. Pour back into it and really be involved there. So
Yeah, the larger our business grows, that means we have more resources to be able to give back even more.
And when you keep your core, and we say that you see the name Lewis on the building, but you also find a Lewis in the building, and we're owned and operated by Lewis without any outside investors, it allows us to keep it on tracks, because it'll kind of bump out when you grow. It's like, no, we've got extra revenue, we're pouring back at a higher level into the community. No, we've got this, let's invest in our facilities so our employees have a better place to work and enjoy. And we will stay true to that, and we will teach the 5th generation as they're coming to stay true to that too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, it's fun. We're second week in here. We're getting involved. And, you know, we were talking about different, but we're talking about bringing people on, getting people involved today.
So if you don't believe us of like,
Yes.
yeah, what is this thing? What's going on? How good are the deals? What are the people doing? How do I take part in that? We thought no better than to let you hear it from some of the people.
Okay, they're actually hearing not just the
Not
Lewis
just
brothers.
us.
Yeah, but just hearing from the people, what's going
We're going
on?
to stand up and get involved for this.
Yeah, I feel like I've been sitting down too long. You had me this awards
I
ceremony.
know, I was trying to keep giving you this to read.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of reading. Mason, I need you over
Yeah,
here.
so
Come
we
on,
had
let's
to
go.
bring in guests,
We've
getting
got Mason
involved.
Anders. So Mason, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Thanks for the
Yeah.
invite.
Right here,
Yeah.
brother.
Hey, how many years you been doing the Ultimate Challenge?
This is my second year to do Ultimate Challenge.
So
baby.
you're not trying to sell me something, but you kind of are. Meet you at the gas station. What do you say?
Oh, someone asked me at the gas station, hey, what is the Ultimate Challenge? It's the ultimate time to buy. It's the ultimate time to trade.
Yep.
If you've ever thought about a vehicle, this is the time you want to strike when the iron's hot.
Okay.
Have the deals been more lucrative, or more customer facing than normally?
Absolutely. This is the ultimate challenge I can't stress it enough that this is the time, if you've ever looked at upgrading the vehicle, it's a cheat code for the salespeople to say, ultimate challenge, and the sales manager's like, "You dang right it is. Let's go talk to the customer and let's love on them. Let's see what we can help out with."
Okay, I like that.
That's a key word, and I love that Mason talks about. But sometimes a manager will get in the rut there, and we're going through a deal, and then you love when a salesperson calls you out and he's like, "Mason, I thought it was the ultimate challenge." You're like, "You got me, right? Let's get back into it. Let's get back into it." So that's been a whole lot of fun. The team atmosphere, it's been pretty wound up, hadn't it?
It has been. Every day, either we're in cool hats, cool jackets, we've got our pins on, we're making sure everyone knows that we've got the ultimate challenge and we've got the ultimate swagger.
That's really cool. And I love that, you say that stuff, and any of y'all that have met Mason and have come to interact with him, what he's saying right now, the swag he's wearing, that represents the experience and the high level of energy they'll get when they interact with you, if it's before the sale or even after the sale. If somebody's coming back in, the deal's done, and that's what separates us from other dealers. Like, everybody's excited to sell you a car, but then you come back in and you need your key reprogrammed, or your garage door, or you need to get the bed liner put in. You still have that same level of enthusiastic wanting to help.
Absolutely.
You know
Every
what I mean?
time.
What do you see from the customers when, they're kind of a little standoffish because, hey, I'm buying a car, and then they interact with you?
Sometimes they're like, "Do you have to wear the glitter helmet? Do you have to wear the silly?
Ask you that.
Do you have to?" I'm like, it's part of the ultimate challenge. It just makes it a little fun. Like, it's kind of hard to take you serious, and at the same time, it's like, guys, I know it's a big purchase, I know it's a big investment, but we can still have fun while we're doing it.
Right?
I think that's it. And I love going against the grain and the stigma that is out there in the automotive business, and we just get to blow it up.
Yeah, it really is. People have their nice suits, they're tailored, they got the the nice ties.
Is that what yours is there?
Mine is very unique. It's not quite tailored for me, but it
looks good though.
It does look good.
Hey, that's a really good point. So the jackets may not perfectly fit, may not be
You
exactly
calling me
tailored.
out over here?
No, not specifically, but now that you have.
Yeah.
I feel like that's some of the car deals. They're not specifically tailored to say, it might not be my time to trade, right? Before, someone said, hey, I have 18,000 in negative equity. Or, hey, like Ford's first time buyer program right now, right?
Absolutely.
You just got to be a little over 600 credit score, first time buyer, and they're automatically going to give you a tier 2 or better rate, right? That you qualify for some of that delayed payments and 90 days no pay, or some specific super low rates. So you might feel like, man, this jacket or my situation doesn't quite fit to trade right now. Would you encourage somebody to at least try the jacket on?
Absolutely. See if it feels good. See if you can enjoy it, and if you can, let's see if we can glue it together.
Chances are you're going to leave wearing a nice jacket or
nice
your
jacket.
car with a Lewis guarantee,
10-year
with a good
120.
experience. I had a customer of ours, that sent me a message and was like, hey, I'm interested in looking at a car. Sounds like it's a good time to buy. I was like, never a better time. And I just picked out a couple based on his thoughts and feelings. Parked the cars up front, VIP, hang tag, ready to go. And he was finished with the whole deal and talking to a customer like right here. And he said, I said, are you good? Everything done? And he's like, yeah. He said, that was in and out in less than an hour. I said, does that upset you in any way? He's like, no. He said, I couldn't get my 1 hour dry cleaning done that fast.
Gosh,
From the time he showed up to the time he was on the red carpet, is that guy alone or is that happening often?
It happens pretty often. Customers will come in, hey, real quick, can you tell me if you can help me? You know what, let's ask the bank. And then within 45 minutes, they're in finance. They're on the red carpet. They're smiling, holding the sign. They're fired up, excited to go home in their new vehicle.
Mason, you have a unique ability to share with customers about something here, okay? And I know you don't know what I'm getting ready to say here, but just hang on. So, originally from Louisiana, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Cajun.
You worked at some dealerships in Texas.
I did.
Isn't that right?
I sure did.
Before you came up here, real deal, and not just because you're having to speak in front of your boss. Tell the customers out there how it's different when you come do business here when you've worked at other dealerships.
The biggest difference is the dealer add-ons. In Texas, you're gonna get window tint, you're gonna get spoilers, you're gonna get air in the tires, and they're gonna charge you for it.
I saw a stat yesterday that said 90% of Texas and Florida dealers all have add-ons at an average cost of $1,250.
$12.95. Yep, and that's on the low side. That's if you get a plastic bed liner.
Okay.
$19.95 if you're going with a spray in. Here also we do the red carpet photo and we do the VIP appointments. That's one big thing no other dealership I've worked at has pushed or asked the sales professionals to do and get ready for their customers. Like, you can just get it ready when they get here. And this experience, the amount of feedback we get from customers like, dude, it has my name on it. I know that's the one I'm here to drive. And they see other people on the red carpet. They're like, there's the red carpet you're talking about? Yes, that is the one. That's what we're going to get you by the end of it. Don't you worry.
You bet. That's amazing. And I think like what you're saying there really comes down to what we're hearing feedback out there in the marketplace of transparency. So if they see something online, they're not going to get, if we happen to put wheels and tires on it, it's already priced online that way.
It is.
When they come into the dealership, they're getting the same price as they saw online.
That's right.
Which the buyer's looking for. They want transparency. They want to be able to get the deal they saw online. They want their time valued, which is what you talked about in the VIP experience. And when they get here, it's not like, oh yeah, let me go find your car now. No, we're ready to go. We value the customer's time.
Absolutely.
You know, we're really doing. That's what Shelby was talking about. That one customer was in and out of here in less than an hour. And that's picking up the vehicle, test driving the vehicle, doing the paperwork, going through the
Appraisal,
delivery.
credit application,
All of
finance,
it.
all those details.
All of those details.
No doubt about that. So anything else, Ultimate Challenge, you want to share with anybody out there or the team why they should be a part of it or any reason they should specifically come? You got any specials you want to throw at them?
Gosh, we've got a special today. What did we line up? The Bronco Stroke.
Yeah.
Gosh, that one fires me up because it's Baja ready. Exactly. You know I love doing off-road stuff, and the Bronco Stroke, with it being $10,000 off, you can go ahead, buy it today, be at the dunes this weekend, and you could just be getting in it. That's our manager special today, and that one excites me the most. I hope someone buys it so I can invite them out this weekend.
That's so cool of a special edition, limited edition, less than 2,000 of those made. Homage back to the 70s model with Sasquatch, with custom orange, black, white, and blue livery all the way around it, and it's $10,000 off.
That's cool.
Ultimate
That's
Challenge
real deal,
right there.
$10,000 off.
All right,
cool.
well, Mason, thanks for coming
Hey,
on.
I
thanks
appreciate
for
you
joining
having
us,
me,
man.
man.
All
Y'all
right,
have a
go sell
wonderful
some
day.
cars.
That's right.
Rock and roll, let's go.
Taylor, we go to the guest today.
We got to bring somebody in. He held up the other day.
Okay.
He's really excited. He had a record-breaking year. The one and only. He goes by the Preacher.
Did you bring a sign?
I brought
You
a
want me to
sign.
hold that for you?
No, hey,
You get
sir,
on
what-
stage here. I'll put it right behind you here.
Thank you for the advertisement.
AKA the Preacher. He's been doing it now for several years, and he's been having more and more fun every year that he does it.
It's amazing. It's just a dream job, great place to work, meet new people, friends. Really, a lot of the customers have become like family. So yeah, it's unbelievable.
What makes the Ultimate Challenge different in a customer's sake?
I think just the overall excitement. I was out on the lot yesterday, and I saw two couples walking, and I said, "Can I help you?" They're like, "What in the world's going on around here?" You've got the music going, you've got all of these vehicles. So I had to explain to them, "Hey, this is kind of how we operate, but this month's pretty special in the fact that we're throwing everything out there to get you into a vehicle, end up selling them."
So take your sales hat off for just a second, okay? You're selling, but real deal. Now let's put your preacher hat on.
Yes.
Okay. Is it factually, actually different that somebody comes in and if they needed a little bit more for their trade, or we needed to get some flexible financing to hit a budget? Do you see that happen this month?
I tell everybody, hey, I have my success by telling you the truth, because I don't want just your business. I want you to refer me. It is actual, factual. We're going to do all we can do to give you the most we can possibly give. Still keep the lights on, but make a customer for a lifetime. Absolutely.
And I think that's pretty provable of in February or in November, we still need those things to happen, right?
Sure.
We need to give the customer the best deal, and we find ourselves all year saying, I need the ultimate out for the trade, the ultimate financing, the ultimate discount. And we do that, right?
Yes.
We've got our goals to hit. But have you revisited some of your deals from February that you couldn't get done
100%.
in March? Have they been better in March?
Absolutely. And I'm like, I stay out of all of that. I try to simplify my job. I just know that if I take it to them in March, that the chances of getting done, the chance of it getting more and just digging in, you know, it's the best time to buy. No doubt about it, Shelby.
And you can generally tell that by, and I know you know this, based on phone calls, text messages, direct message, and social media, of people saying they've learned to follow you,
Yeah.
right? And they say, hey, it's that time of the year again. Should I trade? Is it a good time? Does my situation get better? Have you got those calls, texts, and emails?
100%. I even tell businesses right now, listen, it gets no better than March. If you want to wait till December, the only thing that's going to be hard to find is the inventory that you're wanting. So that same write-off in March is going to be the same in December. That check that you're waiting on, we're going to make that up. Just come and see us this month, and we'll blow your mind on what we're going to do for you.
I
No
think
doubt
that's an
about it.
important part, you know, and we may not talk about that enough. When it usually gets fourth quarter in the year, we start talking about Section 179. We
Right.
start talking about tax savings. But maybe you're a small business owner out there, and right now you know that vehicle you're driving, man, that motor, that tranny could go out anytime.
Yes.
You know, like if I can just make it to the end of the year so I can get the tax savings. It qualifies all year long.
Yes,
Get the
absolutely.
discounts, get the selection today,
Yeah.
and it still qualifies for that accelerated depreciation.
I think that's a lot of the old way of thinking. A lot of businesses are coming around like, hey, we just want us to do this. We get in our new vehicle. While mine is running, it's still worth something. So it's a heck of a time for businesses, individuals. And the beauty of our program, you don't have to have great credit. You just come in and see us, and we got banks that's going to work for you. I know, you know, everybody gets into a tough situation here or there. We're going to put you in a vehicle, though, that's actually going to build your credit back up with our CAC program, and something that no one else does. We got the Lewis Guarantee. I mean, you can't compete with a 100,000-mile vehicle, and we're going to look at you in the face and say, yeah, and you still get a warranty with that.
I think that goes back to what you were talking about being transparent and telling people the truth. And like, let's face it, we've got some of the best mechanics, if not the best mechanics out there. But if we're looking at a 60 or 70,000 mile vehicle, we cannot predict the future.
Right.
So how do we sell that in confidence, knowing that the customer that we're probably going to run into at Walmart or a ball game or a church,
Yes.
and go, hey, we got them. We came out with a Lewis Guarantee so that you sell in confidence, and if a major issue happens with an engine, a transmission, a water pump, a differential, you're covered.
And that tells me something too, man. A lot of people do not understand when we get a pre-owned vehicle, trade in or bought off the street. We're not doing auction stuff. We're trade in, buying off the street. These guys in the back, when they inspect it, I tell my customers, they're looking for something wrong.
They are.
That's the only way they
That's how
get
they
paid.
get paid, you bet.
So they're not wanting to skip this by. We're going to give you, no, they're looking for things to fix. So you can, with a peace of mind, know our mechanics back there, that's how they get paid. If it needs brakes, it's going to get brakes. If it's something that needs fixed, we're going to fix it, or we're not going to sell it to you.
I like it. That's good stuff.
That's great.
Well, certainly. Anything that you'd want the people to know of how they can reach you, or what's the best way to get connected to be able to get a deal?
So, listen, I am far from my goal this year. It's been a great couple months, but 479-466-6785. I'm on Facebook, Anthony Stowers. You come in, you ask for the preacher. Something you need to know too, I sell from any location. So
right
if you
here.
see something at Farmington, I had a guy the other day say, hey, it's going to take a miracle. I said, hey, I got a sign for that.
Hello,
And we
I
got
am.
it done.
You just hold this.
We
Welcome.
got that. But you come see the preacher, ask for the preacher, any location. You send someone to me and they purchase, I'm going to get you a $100 bill too.
$100
I was looking
bill.
for it. It's here
$100
somewhere.
bill, absolutely.
If they want to see you in person, where do they come find you in person?
So I'm going to be in the middle building at our new location, 2479 North Shallow Drive in Fayetteville. Middle building, ask for the preacher. I can help you at any of our locations. Just come see me.
All right. Thanks for
Absolutely.
joining us today.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you, buddy.
Thank
You
you.
bet.
All right, you heard it from the preacher. We heard it from Mason talking about Ultimate Challenge, real deal, right? Of like actually what's going on, the deals, the discounts.
You know what I
the
love
selection.
from that I was working with Anthony today, and I try to stay out of it and let the managers be able to be involved, but he had a customer that was in there, and they had worked the deal pretty hard, went over, and I was like, hey, what's the deal? What's the deal with this? And he told me and went through it. Great customer of ours, trying to do something that probably was a little bit unachievable, but I said, call the guy back, ask him where he needs to be.
Okay.
And he said, okay. So he said, the customer said, I'm not going to ask y'all to do it. I said, no, where do you need to be?
Sure.
He told me. We ended up getting him in a vehicle that he has talked about since these vehicles have come out. Made it make sense to him, left in a brand new vehicle. So it's been so fun with doing that with all sorts of different circumstances.
All right, so
Let's hear from some more.
let's get another guest.
We got another guest on. I love hearing from our employees
Yes.
that embrace the culture during Ultimate Challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Because it means that our customers are going to get a phenomenal experience. So we'd like to welcome
2 Chainz, come
back
on in,
in here.
buddy.
2
Come on,
Chainz.
welcome to the
guys.
team.
2
Here
Chainz,
we
glad to
go.
have you on the show.
Come
man.
in, buddy.
Welcome back from
Yeah.
Memphis.
Facebook Live debut. He makes a lot of videos himself, but I said, hey, I need you to bring the hype. Maybe not the full throttle hype today.
TV hype,
But,
you know what I mean?
but the real deal stuff.
Yeah,
So
FM radio.
How many
radio,
Ultimate
right?
Challenges? Is this number 2 for you?
This is number 2. Yes.
This is number 2.
I love
so
it.
let's go back in time a little bit.
Okay.
Last year when we went into it, everybody's talking in your ear about what Ultimate Challenge was going to be. But could you ever have imagined what actually went on?
Last year it was definitely kind of a blindsiding effect. I don't think that talking about it really prepares somebody for what it's all about. I know we said last year it was like a 30-day festival. Every day is like the end of the month, and definitely walked in with a little bit more knowledge and know-how
You bet.
this year.
So was that real? The feeling of a 30-day festival, like last day of the month every single day?
Oh yeah, absolutely it is.
Right? Like the deals, like the opportunity to figure out how to make a customer for life.
Oh, yeah.
All those things.
Yeah, and we put some NOS in the tank, and it's even better this year.
yes.
Hey, something that's said about out there, and especially people that have bought a lot of cars, I hear this comment because they hear us talk about, hey, we're giving over $4,000 book value for a trade, or we got up to $2 million worth of discounts, and they're like, you're just playing that funny math and moving it from here or there. And one of the things you can tell them at our meetings, we talk about the price online is it the same or different than the price they get in person?
It is the actual factual price. I know on our website we even advertise our doc fee.
Yep.
So that there's absolutely no hidden charges. There's no smoke and mirrors, guys. We also don't do a markup on the interest rate, so we can actually negotiate the best rate possible for you.
Do I have to ask for that? Do I have to have that inside trader information and say, hey, 2 Chainz, well, what about this? Or is that an automatic?
Oh, it's automatic. Even the people not listening to the podcasts, that don't listen to us on social media, if you never see any advertisement at all, it's still given to the customer.
You heard us talk about it, Shelby, you talked about it last week, but that financing, that's a big deal. So why don't y'all talk a little bit more about that, about the rate markup? Because I don't think
It's
we
a
talked
very
about
big
it.
deal, so we'll talk about that again. So we decided to make this decision a couple years ago for our customers, for longevity, to put them in a better scenario right from the get-go. Everybody would raise their hand and say, hey, I would love to be able to buy my rate down or have a lower rate. So we've done an automatic minimum of 2.5% interest rate. We went to all 27 of our banks and said, here's what we're gonna do, guaranteed, no wavering, no matter what the situation is. We will always sell the rate that you give us at that exact money market factor of a 5% or a 3% or an 8% directly to the consumer, like a pass-through,
Yes.
right? And we say, because of that, we want you to help the customer out, maybe give them a little more finance advance, maybe give them a little bit more term, maybe ask for a little less cash down, because we know their loan is more secure, more likely to stay with you because of that super low rate. And that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, and to see it in action, we see a lot of people that will usually get pre-approved through their banks, and whenever they come in, they're shocked that we use that pre-approval, and we actually negotiate down more than what they had.
And that's one of those things that, if you've ever bought a car, majority of people have, what happens is you fall in love with the vehicle, it's super exciting, then you got to go inside, work the numbers, because we give the numbers that you see online.
Yep.
We keep that joyful, we keep that, that 2 line of excitement and the time.
Yeah.
We keep that joy level high, that's why we're dressed like hooligans. And then when they get to finance, people are like, oh no, I got to get my guard up,
Yes.
because they're going to try to sell me everything. Guess what? You already get the Lewis guarantee, so we've paid for a majority of the warranty for you. We've marked that rate down, so you get it at buy rate. So then when you leave, your joy level is still high up there, right? And then we roll out the red carpet. So if it couldn't get any higher, it's gonna get a tad bit higher. So it was just I don't know what I'm walking into. Ooh, this was pretty good. Ooh, this is pretty good. This is amazing, right? And we just figured, hey, if you're gonna do it, might as well have crazy fun.
Yeah. You ever bought anything online?
A few times.
Okay. Do you ever know, like when you get to, I'm not calling you out, we're just talking. When you get to the checkout area, there's an area you can put in that coupon or that discount code. Now, that's only applicable if you actually put it in there, right?
Correct.
So if me and you both go online and I just hit checkout, and I wouldn't, usually it's on the banner ticking across the top, isn't it? I don't do it, and you do it, we both bought the same product, you just paid more attention. You had to know the secret sauce to put the code in there.
Yes, sir.
What I love about what we do for our customers here is that you already talked about it earlier, transparency. Whatever's priced online for, I get as soon as I walk in, even if I haven't been online. On the rate markup, you've never had to go back and go, hey, manager, I need your help. Finance is trying to mark up the rate on those customers. They don't have to ask for it, do they? No. It's an automatic, guaranteed. We've already put it in the discount line. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
If every time I was shopping, they already had preloaded the coupons.
Oh, yeah. Transparency to the maximum level.
Yes. Talking about red carpet experience, I got to give a shout out to Clay. 2 Chainz, if you see him going online there. But he does the best red carpet experience I've seen. The other night, we have obviously all of our different colored jackets. I got my red jacket on, and he's like, Taylor, hey, I know you're busy. Will you please come take a picture with me? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. The lady that knew me from Prairie Grove. And so we go over there, and I'm dying laughing because he'll use every prop you got in the book to absolutely bring the thunder.
It's like Dumb and Dumber when he comes out with a hat and a paddle ball.
So he's got them set up on the car. He's got the red carpet. He's got a sign, and then we have these balloon arches that are
those
made.
are my favorite.
So he's coming out. He's like, "Hold on just a second." He has the balloon under his arm.
just
You
like
took it outside?
Yeah, it was Wagoneer. We got
Yes. Whole thing was outside.
He's like, if you can, please hold this, and sir, if you can hold this, and
You know what though?
What am I doing?
We
And
put
then
them
if you
all
could,
on
please
there,
hold that.
got on the red carpet, and we were leaving, and the customer's like, "That is the most fun.
You don't get to keep that.
Most fun I've had." She was smiling. She got the Lewis guarantee. It was so fun, and every single customer that you walk through that process, they absolutely love it, don't they?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Why
It's-
not though? Like, why not? Why do we have to make somebody jump through hoops just to get that amazing experience, just to get the low volume pricing, just to get more for their trade, just to get a better finance rate? We could not sell 600 cars if we didn't put those processes and transparency in place where it just automatically happened. And that's got to be a great feeling as a sales professional.
Absolutely.
To know what is available and to know that you're not going to have to drag a customer through this painful process just to get it.
You know, I hear a lot from the public whenever people are shopping for vehicles that they all feel like they're on a game show, like The Price is Right, where they might make the wrong decision or the wrong negotiation.
I love The
And
Price
I
is
love
Right.
that we don't provide that type of experience for our customers. It'll be full transparency, on deals all the way through, and no fluff.
Yes, absolutely. Hey, wrapping this up, Clay, any shout out to Facebook Live, where they can find you, what you've got going on, and any information to get a hold of you?
Absolutely, guys. So the fastest way to get in touch with me is my cell phone, 479-249-3427.
Yep.
Feel free to add me on Facebook and Instagram. Sometimes I do TikTok. I'm not as quick to
We're diving
answer
into it a
messages
little
on
bit.
TikTok. My email is johnsimpson, JOHNSIMPSON0914 @gmail.com. Reach out to me in any way you can, and I'll do my best to accommodate
And
you.
which building can they find you in?
I'm at the Lewis Pre-Owned Building on Shiloh and Fayetteville.
That's
I
what I'm
will say
talking
this,
about.
if you ever want to see behind the scenes what our sales meetings look like, you have some of the
Every
best footage of
time.
it. So check it out to see what we're about there too.
It's all about the hype. It's all about having fun. And that's what the ultimate challenge is,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Clay, thanks for coming on today, buddy. We're going to keep rocking an ultimate challenge. We're absolutely going to blow the goal away.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We're going to hit a
deal.
stretch goal, too?
All right,
You
go
bet.
sell some people's
Absolutely.
cars.
Thanks,
All right,
buddy.
guys.
All right, so you're hearing it from the team specifically. We didn't tee anybody up. We didn't say, hey,
Nobody.
say this, right? It's just fun, you know, kind of seeing what they think, what they feel.
And I think it's one of those great examples of we just pulled in 3 different people. None of it scripted. They didn't know what they were talking
Just
about.
walking by like, hey.
You can go online and read thousands of Google reviews about how well we've treated customers before and after the sale. You can ask hundreds and thousands of customers. We do over 40,000 repair orders a year, and we wouldn't be able to, we've been growing those at a 5 and 10,000 per year increase. We wouldn't be increasing, even though we have these nice facilities, if we weren't taking care of people.
You know, and that's a really a good point, because we've been growing and learning. And in those thousands of reviews you read, there's going to be some 1-star reviews. And
There is.
Sometimes that's hard to sleep at night. It's like, what in the world? But just realizing, like, hey, we live in a world that just has that, right? And that world is ours sometimes.
Sure.
That we weren't having a good day and didn't see the customer's concern at their level or at their speed. And to do our best to meet them at their needs and handle what we can. But majority, 95%, are like, hey, they did what they said they were going to do. They delighted above and beyond. I can't believe this. They picked up my car. They serviced it for free. They came out and did mobile service with no Uber Eats upcharge.
That's right.
With no grocery delivery charge. And so as we continue to grow, we keep our thumb on that. And we know that's not a 1,000% satisfaction, but we work so hard that people can be proud of where they work, people can be proud to come to us. And just know this, like, we have a crazy amount of money off on the internet and a crazy amount of big discounts on the internet. But there's some companies that have huge banners of, maybe you could achieve this, chances are you're
Never
going to
gonna
show up
get
and it's
there.
going to look like this. I will challenge you this. If you're like, man, I shopped Lewis, like, how did you shop Lewis? Did you actually come in and get a real deal quote?
That's right.
On your trade-in, on the interest rate, and on what you're buying, crystal clear, so you have it, then you have truly not shopped with Lewis.
Yes.
What, you know, we talk about this. We wish and I know we're wrapping up here, but this is important. Sometimes that the camera was going on behind the scenes to capture things.
Yeah.
And if you roll back the tape to January, February, when we're talking about Ultimate Challenge and we're talking about specials, I can remember some of the times it came up and people brought up, well, we could advertise this. And I remember challenging them going, could anybody get that walks in the door?
That was the number one question. Is that achievable?
Is it achievable?
Can everyone get it?
And they're like, no, you'd have to do this and it's one-off and we really wouldn't want to sell it because it doesn't make business sense. I was like, we don't want to do it then.
Yep.
Make it real.
Because if it's not real, how are we going to sell 600 cars? And then how are we going to back up and do what we actually say? The 3 of us brothers get on camera, we go out in the community, we're going to do what we say we're going to do because it's the right thing to do. Each and every single time. So we just say, hey, if you see something crazy out there, come see something real in person and see a different buying or servicing experience with Lewis.
Right? Our market is extremely aggressive, and we want to make sure that we're in the money and on the market. And it always moves, and I would tell you, during the month of March, you owe it to yourself to show up and take a look at something. We're not going to hold you captive, crush your car out back and throw your keys on the roof. We're going to say, hey, let's find a solution that makes sense for you, but it's a disservice if you don't do that. And the best way to follow our specials is on our Instagram or our Facebook pages for our Lewis Ford Sales or Lewis Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Springdale Ford, or Lewis Farmington. You're going to see every single day this month a new car special of a crazy discount like the stroke we talked about, of a pre-owned special, whether it be a fresh trade or something we just marked crazy down, and you're going to see those special. Also, you're going to see our events and what's going on, so you don't miss out any of that, because there's over 200 live activations.
It's crazy.
Yes.
It's really crazy.
Real big savings. I love last week we had just released right off, wham, off the bat, $20,000 off 50. It sold less than 30 minutes after we got out of our podcast last week, and the guy called us, and he was a previous customer, but it went through it and was like, oh, okay, I saw 20,000 off. I don't really know. And they're like, absolutely, you qualify. 20,000 off, gave him his trade value. He was in and out, and he's like, that was so easy.
What else to say? So just in transparency, the 20,000 truck F-150 is sold.
Yes.
Right, it's sold. We have a replacement at 15.5.
Yes.
You know?
I was going to talk about that because we made sure like that we didn't just have one. We had a F-150 that was $20,000 off. Then we had a Tungsten Ram that was $20,000 off. We had a customer that came in, they're like, I just really don't want all the bells and whistles on the Tungsten. Do you have something in the Limited? So we have our limiteds at $15,000 off.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just like you talked about that, we have stair steps. It's just not like an all-in, okay, they're all gone, everybody's back at retail.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing. No one hates worse, like especially if you've got your clothing brand or your accessory brand. You get an email from there and they're like, hey, huge discount, save up to 60%. And so you click through that email and then you start scrolling and everything's full price, full price, full price, full price, full price, full price. And then there's the one item that they only have in a size that doesn't fit in a colorway that you don't like.
Yeah.
So our goal is to have it all the way across the board. But if you see something, you're like, I really needed this truck at this trim, at this color, come on in, let's work a
see
deal.
us.
We
Let's
don't
talk about
buy
it.
this stuff to keep it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Right? We got $40 million in inventory and it is all looking for your driveway.
That's right. That's right.
Absolutely.
Well, hey, thanks for joining back on us this week to get a recap on week 1 and then a look into week 2. As Shelby said, make sure to follow us on all the social channels so you can keep up to date on all the specials and all the fun hype that's going on. And we just invite you to come see us at any of the locations, whether it's right off of the interstate off exit 67 here in Fayetteville, out in Farmington, just right past Lowe's, or in Springdale on North Thompson there. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, thanks for joining us today, and we hope you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to give it a like, share it with your friends and family, visit our website, and send us some questions. We want to know what you'd like to hear, who you'd like to hear from, and what you want to see, or maybe even some questions for us to answer about either the automotive industry or just business in general.